Oops, that didn't go well. Mudshark Steve to the rescue. Take 2. Oh, you're lucky. Hello and welcome back to our channel, Caravan Cavapoo Escapes.
And we're here at Hurst View Campsite, which is a 5-minute drive that way to Lymington and a 10-minute walk that way to the beach.
And this is our setup for the weekend. Here you get your usual shower and toilet block, water, grey waste, chemical disposal.
And it has a really happy-go-lucky vibe here.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Definitely.
So why are we here this weekend, Annie?
Well, we have been invited by Mudshark Steve and his good friend Lee, and they are metal detectorists.
They are, and we're hoping to have a go, aren't we, and learn something.
We're hoping to find some treasure.
Let's find some treasure.
I was rustling away in the background.
Hello, fellow YouTuber!
Hello, YouTube.
I'm just going to introduce you to Mudshark Steve.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
And his good friend Lee,
You're right there.
the detectorist. Stephen, would you mind showing us around your lovely setup here, please?
Of course. Here's our tent. It's a Semper XL Pro series with a front canopy, as you can see. It is air beam. Very good tent. We've had it for 4 years now and we've had no problems with it. It's very thick canvas, so we're not expecting it to tear. Over here we have our beer setup. Other beers are available. We're lucky enough to have electric hookup this weekend, so we have got a fully working fridge. This is Lee's metal detector. It's a Deus 2 that he uses. I use the Manticore Minelab. Lee loves the Oz tent, so he loves to be off the ground. That's where he's hiding the flying saucers. Again, a power point for, because we need to charge all our metal detectors, so we've got an extension lead. I love sleeping on the floor with a small mattress. Over here we have our storage area, a magic box where we keep all the bits and pieces, more alcohol. This is some of our finds. We've been on the beach and on the campsite. We brought plenty of wood down from Scotland so we can have a fire pit. And here's my barbecue, and it's very good. It slow cooks everything. So a little portable barbecue. It's a must need when you're on a camping holiday.
No, I'd say it's. I actually got this from the. I think it's called the Canvas Tent Shop. Obviously a woodman stove, really easy to use. I have a bag full of sticks which I chop up at home, 6-7 inches long. I tend to find, so you can see, I use these type of fire starters, which I always find are the best because that light's really easy. So you can set them off literally straight away. You can see it burning away in there. See, there's the fire lighter in the middle there. I'll just kind of like build a set of about a dozen sticks around it. like that.
And this is your breakfast, Lee, is it?
This is going to be breakfast. That's me oats, me blueberries and me oat milk. Trying to stay healthy because the doctors keep having a go at me. Sit on there quite happily. That'll reach temperature in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes, and that'll be sort of boiling and cooking on there a couple of minutes after that. So quick. You can see it like taking hold really well. As I say, keep adding a few sticks. I tend to find if I cook twice a day, if I cook my breakfast, I cook like a sort of evening meal, tea time meal, a bag of sticks like that will last me 7 or 8 days. So it's quite economical to use as well. And we are really lucky here that this campsite, like at Hurst View, they're quite happy for me to use a wood stove and cook like this. They are really good people here. So I say they'll let you can have fire pits.
Yeah, we'll have the fire pit later, aren't we?
Yeah, have a fire pit later on. I say there is some campsites won't let me have this because it's a wood stove. But the reality is, once it's going, the door shuts. There should be a window on there, but it's a bit dirty. I could do with cleaning it. But it's totally enclosed, so it's as safe as houses. And yet some sites won't let me have this. But you go to another like sort of next tent, and they'll have an open like barbie pit with the gas and the charcoals on, and they can have that. But they won't let me have this, and it just, you know, it seems daft, but this place is fantastic. You get that feel of being in the wilderness. You sat here and a bit of cooking, and it's nice on a night as well because there is actually a steel plate on the top there which can be twisted and taken off, and then you can just drop the wood in the top and the flame comes out the top a little bit.
So it's like a little chimney
almost,
sort of thing,
almost like a little chimney. Or a little like fire pit, but you can get 2 or 3 people sat round it and you get the heat off it, so it doubles up as having a, you know, putting a bit of warmth out as well for everybody.
So what's this up here, Lee?
Right, this is something I actually knocked up a few years ago because I do a lot of like wild camping and you haven't got a light source or anything like that. I needed someone to be able to let me see what I was cooking, so I knocked this up in my garage. It's just a bit of sort of 20mm by 5mm flat. Rolled that round, welded it together. I've got here an old Sealy's mechanics torch with the magnetic base. So it basically sticks on there like that. And I can switch it like that. There's your light underneath. So if I'm on a night time and I'm in a field, it just shines this up just nicely down here, so I can actually see what I'm cooking and doing. But that's basically for me torch. And it's on that long piece like that basically, so that there's not too much heat travels down there and actually burns
the torch and
so
melts
it's far
it.
enough, long enough that it stays cold for it to not actually like melt it or whatever.
That's clever, isn't
it? It works absolutely perfect.
Very clever. Because you're an engineer, could you have a look at our Caravan microwave for us, please?
You know what, I can ask things like that all the time. I'm not an electrical engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer. As an engineer, I fixed steel mills. I worked in steel plants on heavy duty things that weighed tons. I didn't fiddle about with little microwaves and electronics, so
that's a shame.
I can't fix microwaves.
It doesn't matter.
So we're out here at Hurst View Campsite doing some detectoring with Lee. What are you hoping to find, Lee?
Well, really, with this being just like a sort of holiday park, hoping to find coins out of the last 30 or 40 years, maybe a few old round pounds, and if we're lucky enough, a little bit of jewellery.
So tell me,
But not really anything much older.
what's been your best find, Lee?
I'm going to say, alongside with like Stevie over there, the best find's going to be the Bronze Age gold bangle hoard, which dated to 3000 BC, so it's basically 5,000 year old.
That's
Of course,
impressive.
that went under the Treasure Act. It's in the British Museum in London.
And come on, tell me, your worst find.
My worst find.
I do know what it is, but I want you to say it on camera.
I knew you were going to ask me that. The weirdest find I've ever actually had. I was on a beach in Cornwall. I was up in the sand dunes where everybody hide themselves away, and of all things I found a dildo up there, a bright gold one. Needless to say, it ended up in the bloody rubbish before I left the beach, but I didn't leave it there, I did actually dispose of it. But that's the weirdest find I've ever had.
That's brilliant. Right, let's do some detectoring.
Uh,
Oh, here we go.
Oi, get off our patch.
Do you think that's a good?
Yeah, stop it, you.
Do you think that's a
the only
good
problem
signal?
you've got on here is, along with the coins and anything else you might hope to find, you're going to end up with
Ring pulls.
ring pulls. I don't think this is going to be a ring pull though, but it might be one of the new square ones. There you go.
Yeah, you see.
The square ones that everybody's meant to leave on the tin and not pull off the bloody tin. Please leave them on the tin.
So your detecting technique is to swing nice and slow and close to the ground, covering every square inch. And you got to keep, it's because it's a motion detector, you got to keep it lovely, moving all the time, so you get a lovely clean signal, two-way signal. Being a campsite, it is full of rubbish, lots of iron, lots of rusty pegs.
It's like that. If I was going to have a guess, it's going to be another ring pull. But to keep the owners of the campsite happy, we do try to dig a lot of the rubbish out.
Yeah, because you don't put it back in the ground, do you, Lee?
No,
You
we
collect
don't.
them, you?
Everything we get, we take away with us. There you go, another ring pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is part of the reason why they've given us special permission to do this sighting, that we actually dig all the rubbish up,
Yeah.
take all the rubbish away with us, and we leave it a nice clean site for them.
I get a nice clear signal there. So you sneak the coil up till you get the signal, and that's where you pinpoint. And I'd always do a three-sided plug to keep the grass lovely. And then using a all metal probe,
What are you doing, Annie?
there's a bit of iron there, so I think I've got another signal here.
You're using a probe, Steve?
Yeah, it's an all metal probe which tells me roughly where the signal is in the ground. And it's all deeper, so that you know where it is, so you can dig down the side of it.
You're going to use that probe again?
That's what it is.
Oh, what is that?
It's a windbreak, so it's a spike of a windbreak. So what you do is you can put the saw back in, neat and tidy, like so, and the plug just goes straight back. You stamp it down. There you go, nice and clean.
65, 66.
What's your predictions on that one?
66 could be 50 pences. Obviously we dig it like that to try and like be able to put stuff back into the ground.
And it doesn't kill it, does it? 'Cause it's
Oh
still
right, it's a 10 pence. One of the old nickel 10s. So they're obviously like just underneath the 50.
Yeah, so you keep part of the turf attached so it's still alive, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah. If you dig a two-sided sort of small hole and part of the like grass root is still attached, as soon as it gets knocked back in, that'll keep growing. It won't, it won't die off. And obviously you can see us using these probes, which are just mini detectors, which keeps everything accurate.
Yeah.
So we don't have to dig great big holes. We can sort of like find something really close. The reason why you can't hear it is because they have two modes. You can either have them beeping or they can be under vibration. So if you put that in your hand, I'll turn this on. Can you feel that?
Yeah, that's vibrate mode.
If you actually hold that.
So, tell you what, I wouldn't show that to Annie.
Eh?
I wouldn't show that to Annie.
Just you to say that. The idea of that is though, when you're on a campsite or somewhere, if it beeped, you'd be disturbing everybody.
Yeah.
But because it's under vibration, I can feel something that's there, but I'm not bothering anybody.
Yeah.
So the idea is just to keep it personal and not sort of, not disturb anybody who's enjoying themselves on the campsite.
Tell us what you found, Annie.
Oh gosh, I have found, if you have a look, a £1 coin, a 50p, and when I dug it up, I found this natural flint round stone.
Wow.
I was hoping it would be Stone Age, but it's just a natural round flint stone. Amazing.
Cool. Well done.
And we have met a lovely family. This is Carolyn, Gareth and Brodie. Hiya. Look at these. Aren't they wonderful? Hello you two. Hello. Yes. And we're going to show you around their Mercedes van conversion.
The skylight. Because we like the skylight bed. So this is the back. And we have the bed folds down, and so you can use it as like a table in the middle. And we've got our bits then. If you come around this side.
Okay. It's lovely.
The idea is to park that up to the sea and sit there with a cup of tea. We haven't actually done that yet, have we?
No, we haven't done it yet,
Yeah.
but that's the plan.
Then in the side bit here, you can go on in.
Can I go in?
Yeah, please go on
Oh
in.
wow, look at the flooring. Look at that. Looks very cosy, doesn't
You can
it?
get 3 on the bed though. We've
Can
done that,
you?
haven't we, Brodie? Yeah, it's a bit squashed, but it
Oh,
works.
look at your bunting.
Yeah, and my rag flowers at the front, I make those.
Beautiful.
We just had to feminise it up a
Yeah,
bit.
a little
Of
bit.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
And then Brodie sleeps in this tent.
Let's have a look.
His new tent.
Oh wow, Brodie.
Oh,
Look at that.
Pops up, doesn't it? It's really
This is
easy to put
yours.
up. Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
and comfy.
With this new mattress that we bought or somewhere on Marketplace, unfortunately it's gone down both sides.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's all us coming.
yeah. So we've got to fix that, but yeah.
Good.
We love it. And
Thank
we see
you
nice
very
people like you guys.
No, that's okay.
You.
Thank you, Poppet. Hello, we took a trip to sunny Bournemouth. It's about half an hour ways drive from the campsite, and we're on the dog-friendly side of the beach, which is Alum Chine. Steve! Hello!
How you doing?
Not too bad, what you got?
A couple pounds, 50 pence, 1 pence, and 20 cents euro.
Really? Is that good or not so good?
It's been fun finding them.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, the weather's held up, isn't it?
Yep. It's getting a bit cool now, but have you seen Lee?
I'm just going to go over and have a word with him.
Yeah, and I think the girls are on the other side of the pier.
Okay. Right, see you later.
Okay.
Bye. You've got to really shout at Lee. He's hard of hearing, like me. Lee! Lee! He's never going to hear. Lee! Lee!
No, I wasn't sure if I was hearing anybody talking.
Oh, you did
behind me.
hear me. I just explained. Oh, no, you didn't.
Okay, yeah, remember, like, I've took my hearing aids out and I've also got earmuffs on.
I did explain that we're both hard of hearing.
Oh, right.
Have you got anything?
£3.07, 2 toy cars.
Nearly pays for parking then.
Nearly paid for parking. £8.10 for 4 hours.
I know.
Without the charge down here, don't they?
Oh.
I think Steve's got £3.
I've just seen Steve.
I think no, £2.50 on. I think he said he had. Yeah.
All right, I'll go and see what the girls are doing.
The girls headed that direction a few minutes ago. I think they could be kind of behind the slide thing up in that bit up there.
Okay, I'll go and find them.
All right.
All right, bye.
Right.
How's it going, girls?
Not bad. That's all right.
Oh, you've got your probe thing out.
Yeah, we have. We're waiting for our hidden treasure.
So as always, we're off to the pub. The checker's in. It's about a 15-minute walk from the campsite. Get some lovely grub. Well, that brings this video to a close. I'd like to thank Mudshark Steve and Lee for the invite down here at Hurst View. We've had a great time. I'll also put a link in the description below for Steve's channel. Please go and visit it.
And we'd like you to join us on our next escape. We are heading towards Robin Hood's Bay in Scarborough.
Well, I'd just like to add to that, that is actually my neck of the woods. Beautiful country up there, and you'll certainly enjoy it. Can't go wrong.
Well, thanks guys. We've had fun, haven't we?
We've had the best time.
Yeah. So, as always, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, cheers, take care, bye.